I'll be telling you some freelance and remote work portfolio secrets that nobody is telling you as a beginner or an intermediate freelancer. So I'll be telling you how to ensure that you put up a portfolio that actually converts to you getting the job, whether on Upwork, through LinkedIn, or on other platforms. So let's jump right to it. Note that no client actually wants to hire a freelancer that they are not sure can deliver their work. They want to see the works you've done before now, and it is your portfolio that actually reflects your past experiences for your prospective clients. So if you are very good at what you do and your portfolio is not impressive, the client will still not hire you because you have a bad portfolio. Portfolio is one of the most influential things that will determine whether you would get the job as a freelancer or a remote worker or not. So let's dive deep into what a portfolio is and how you can put your portfolio together. Even if you have no experience, that means you're just starting your freelance journey. You know, for me, when I started, it was not difficult putting together a portfolio because I was doing a 9-to-5 job that actually corresponds with the service I was offering on Upwork at the time. Actually, I started with Fiverr. And so I could take some of my Fiverr job, package it as a portfolio, and then present it on Upwork as portfolio for my prospective clients. So I then realized that this seemingly easy process is quite challenging for many people when they start their freelance journey. When I started creating content around freelancing, and then people started asking me questions on portfolio that they find it difficult. Okay, how do you get your portfolio put together if you don't have any work experience? Those are the things we're going to address in this video. The first thing you want to do is that you want to niche down to a specific job. For example, if you are a social media designer and you also do graphic designing generally, or you do logo designing and you do a couple of things at once, so you want to pick one of them per time, curate all your previous works for that particular job. What I mean is this. So if you are a graphic designer, as a graphic designer, you do flyers, you do calendars, you do all sorts of work, you do logos, you do brochure and the rest of them. For your portfolio to be effective, put all your brochure together, put all your logos together. So you might have like a curation of about maybe 6 logos, 7 logos, 8 logos that you've done that are well presented. So when you see a job that is specifically looking for a logo designer, you can send that logo designing portfolio to the client. Because one thing clients don't like is this. If the client is looking for somebody to edit their wedding video, yes, you might be a video editor too, but you are sending samples of maybe an advertisement video when you want to get a job for a wedding video. So that is contrasting to what the client actually wants. So it is best that you send the sample of work that is similar to what the client wants. So that's why I said you should niche down first. Then after creating portfolio for one of your skill, you can create portfolio for other skills and other skills if you are a versatile person. Number 2, you need to create some of your work samples. For example, if you're a content writer, you can scroll through Upwork or Fiverr and then see some of the requests of the clients. Maybe a client is asking you to write a crypto article about maybe like the new crypto crash in the market and what causes it. You have not been given the job. In short, you are not applying for the job. So if you have no portfolio of writing job, so you can decide to just take that up as a personal assignment for yourself and then write that particular article and post it maybe on Medium or have it in the Google Doc. So you can now send it as samples for prospective client. Then one other thing you can do even with that work is that if you can apply on Upwork, you can send that article you've already written for the job post as sample for that job. The client will see that, oh, this guy has already done what I want and will just hire you and pay you for that. My friend did that to get his first job on the Upwork. Then note that we're not only talking about Upwork here, we are talking about remote work generally and freelancing generally. If you're a video editor, you can send them samples of the works you've done before, or you can use this idea. Look for a content creator that you admire or that is big enough to pay you, or that looks like your prospective clients. That's if you want to work with content creators, especially YouTubers. So go to that YouTuber's collection of work, maybe their YouTube channel, and look for maybe a video they have already posted, but you feel that that video is not properly edited or not, or there is better potential for better editing for that video. So you can download the video and re-edit the video. Then you send it, you send the link to your edited version, maybe after uploading it to your YouTube or your Google Drive or wherever you want to edit the videos. You send the YouTuber, the creator, or the prospective client maybe like 50 words to 70 words code pitching. Like you send them a message, you look out for their email address. You can get the email address of some person maybe on their LinkedIn or on their YouTube description page. And you can use applications like Apollo AI to extract information about the person, like contact information. Then you can reach out to that creator, YouTuber, or your prospective client, and then send the sample of their own video that you already re-edited, and tell them that if they're looking out for an editor, they should let you know. So if, for example, you are a social media manager, so it could be, for me, when I started managing social media platforms for people, when I was on campus, I created some Instagram accounts that I was managing just for fun, just out of my own interest for social media. I have a Nigerian student Instagram page that was about, I think, 15,000 subscribers then, 15,000 followers. I have a couple of other pages. I have a page for my graphic design business that had like 4,000 followers at that time. So those pages were what I presented to my prospective client that, oh, I manage this page, and I also manage my personal Instagram pages. So you can send your personal page or your own business page to your prospective client as samples or portfolio for getting jobs from those clients. So if you're a data analyst, for example, you can look out for data sets in the public domains, and then you analyze it and present the findings clearly in a way that will appeal to prospective clients that need the service of a data analyst. So number 3, publish your work as often and as much as possible. Post some of the works you've done in the time past. Then even if you are still a learner and you don't have works you've done for actual clients, one, you can volunteer to work for free for some organizations or for some persons so that you can build up your portfolio. You might be honest with them to tell them why you're working with them for free. And some of them might even hire you and give you a job. That's one. Then number 2, like when you do training, for example, when I was doing UI UX design course, during this, I think 3 months, or is it 3 months? During the course of my training, they give us assignments, they give us assignments, they give us classworks to redesign some websites and all that. Those assignments, those classwork contributed as part of my initial portfolio. So you can use that method also. Then if you're a writer, you can post your writings to medium.com. I write on medium.com. Then another thing that helped me as a writer when applying for a job, when I just joined Upwork, when I want to get writing gigs, is that I have published about 9 books on Amazon that are in my name, some edited by me, some written by me, some co-authored by me. So I make reference to that. I link it up. I have some of my writings, some of my poems in global anthologies. So I have a link referencing that as my portfolio when I send out proposals or when I'm code pitching for remote work. Dev.to, AON, those are actually good for technical writers. Then Behance and Dribble, that is very good for designers, logo designers, slide designers, that is presentation designers, slide deck. Slide deck is actually one important niche or one very lucrative niche that many people are not looking at on Upwork, and there is a lot of money in slide deck. Take that as a bonus point. Hit the like button if you've not liked this video so far. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And don't forget to watch this video to the end. Then GitHub is perfect for data analysts and programmers. So number 4, document your process. So when you are doing your assignments, that means when you are learning from maybe like a center that you registered with to learn the skill that you want to offer for your freelance, or you've already learned and you've already done one or two work, whether free, paid, or test, whichever form of work you've done. Yeah, that even reminds me, I did a work for a client that was a test project, although I don't do test projects anymore. I use that test project as samples in my portfolio. So that's something you can also consider. So when you are working on a project, whether it's an assignment, or a real job, you can do your best to like take some screenshots of your work. You can have some before and after screenshot. If you are managing a social media platform, Facebook, for example, have a comprehensive analytics. Maybe you can take screenshot of a page in August, and then by the time it's October, the page has grown maybe from 4,000 to 5,000. So you can take another screenshot. So you have a before and after screenshot, and that can constitute your portfolio as a social media manager. This applies to every other field, for data analysts, for designers, and all that. Another thing that should excite you when working on a project is that project constitutes part of your portfolio. So always document things, like always write things down. Maybe like you can have a Google Doc that is dedicated to that, where you jot the challenges that you face on that project, the softwares you used, the strategies you used to overcome the challenges, and all that. You can have it documented, because those are the things that you can use as your portfolio. Those are the things you can add to your portfolio that will make your portfolio very valuable to prospective clients. So number 5, create a professional website. I understand that for some of us that are just starting freelancing, remote work and all, creating a professional website, especially if you are in a developing country like Nigeria, can be quite expensive. Or if you want to do it yourself, can be quite time demanding. So you might want to use maybe like a WordPress website or a blogspot for your portfolio, if your niche actually permits you to have it in that form. Another way is you can also use YouTube. If you are a video editor, after sending it to the client and ensuring that the client has uploaded it, I upload it to that dedicated YouTube channel as my portfolio. So I can send a link to a playlist on that YouTube channel as my video portfolio. Then what other way? You can also upload some of the documents to Google Drive or Dropbox or any other platform. Like I think Dropbox give you a control on whether the prospective client can download it. You can use platforms like Contently, Contra, Journal Portfolio, and the rest of them. Then there is Adobe Portfolio too. But Adobe Portfolio, there is a bit of comma to it. You might have to pay for it, especially if you have subscription for Adobe. You would be able to use Adobe Portfolio. So if you have a portfolio website, these are some of the things you should consider having on your portfolio website. It should have a home, it should have a portfolio where you have samples of your work. Then you should have an about where you're able to explain an about me, and then you should have a contact where you can be contacted. But note that if you are using a website and you want to use that portfolio website for a platform like Upwork, you want to remove the contact. But then if you want to use it to get jobs, maybe via LinkedIn, you sending messages to people on LinkedIn, that's code pitching to get job, you can leave the contact information there. We should also include your LinkedIn link, so that if people you send the pitching to on LinkedIn and on Twitter too, yeah, it's good to pitch on Twitter. If you are new on LinkedIn and you are sending out a lot of code pitches, note that your account can be suspended. So you want to be careful about that. So number 6, promote your portfolio. Now you've taken the pain to create your portfolio. Promote your portfolio, scream it on the top of the roof, scream it on the street. If you are in a church, a mosque, everybody around you should know what you do, and you should be generous with your portfolio. Like, send it out to as many people as possible that you think are prospective clients. That guy in your church that is doing something you think might require your service, send your portfolio to the person, and a small code pitching. Have your portfolio uploaded on your LinkedIn if you want it there. And Upwork has a provision for where your portfolio can be included. It's very important to promote your portfolio across your social media platforms, on your blog. You can also promote your portfolio using Facebook ad. Facebook ad is actually a good investment for people who see freelancing and remote work as a business. please take your portfolio serious. And if you already have a portfolio, you can do well to do occasional updates, upgrade of your portfolio. I'll see you in the next video.